Recording in progress.
Okay, good morning everyone. I have two pockets I would like to share with you today. They're both brief, but I think it's worthwhile to have exposure to both of these pockets. This is the last blot, of course, of Parak Hashmini. And the first one I would like to discuss is Shibuda of Nosson. The Gemara said that Abayi said that the Brisa that says that if a Yavam sells the Nechasim of the the Brisa said that if somebody owed a brother money and then the brother died, so he can't say, well, since I inherit the brother, I'm going to maintain the loan, but we take it out of the Yavam's possession and he buys karka and he eats the peiros. So Gemara says that Abayi said that this brisa is not accurate. Is Einoi Mishnah, Zu Einoi Mishnah. Why? Because he could say to her, she's going to say, well, you can't just hold on to the loan that was owed to my husband, because now it's owed to me. And he could reply, what do you mean? I don't owe it to you, I owe it to your husband. And the Gemara says, well, why would she be able to say, why would he be able to tell her, you're not my balas devarim? Meaning, the Gemara wanted to say that the reason why it's not a brisa is because he could say to her, look, lav balas devarim didiyat, I don't owe you the money. That's why it's not a brisa. It's not a brisa because he could say, I don't owe you the money, I owe your brother the money. To which the Gemara replies, what do you mean? That's not a reason why it's not a brisa. That's a reason. It's not a brisa because he could say, I don't owe you the money. But let her say to him, listen here, pal, you owe my husband, and my husband owes me for the ksuba. Sorry, could you see me? Your husband owes me for the ksuba. In other words, first the Gemara wanted to say that it's not a brisa because he could say lav bala dvarim didiyat. So maybe that's why it's not a brisa. To which the Gemara says back, that's not a reason why it's not a brisa. What about Shibuda de Rab Nosson, right? What's Shibuda de Rab Nosson? If Ruvain owes Shimon and Shimon owes Levi, Levi could collect from Ruvain. Right? If Ruvain owes Shimon and Shimon owes Levi, Levi could go and collect directly from Ruvain. That implies that not everybody agrees to Rab Nosson. Meaning, what does that mean, not everybody agrees to Rab Nosson? That implies the Chachamim would say that just because Ruvain owes Shimon and Shimon owes Levi, Levi cannot go and collect from Ruvain. Meaning Rav Nosson is up to debate. But why would that be? Why would Rav Nosson be up to debate? Rav Nosson is up to debate? Wouldn't everyone agree? Just like Levi could collect from Shimon, can Levi collect from Shimon's assets? And one of Shimon's assets is that Ruvain owes him money. So the Ritva says, Mashma de latana de palagaled Rav Nosson, ein hamalve goyve chayvai, mi bali chayvai sheyesh loyve shalai. That the malva cannot collect his chayv from other bali chayvais that the loyve has, that his loyve has. V'tema amai. Why can't a malva collect from the loyvas loyves? From the loyves bali chayvais. Mi adif min achasim mishubadim shehaloyve Toiref min akarkois v'gam mehamataltim im shibdam loy ba'agav. Why would Levi not be able to collect from Ruvain? Levi could collect from Shimon's property that he sold because the property is meshubed to Levi. So if Levi could collect from Shimon's property that he sold, why can't he collect from Shimon's balei chayv? In other words, why would anyone argue on Rab Nosson? Would anybody say that Levi can't collect from a loive from Shimon? So there's a Shach. The Shach in Choshen Mishpat Simin Kuf Aleph Sivkat and Gimel says something amazing. And he says, what if Shimon is Michael the Chayiv from Ruvain? You hear this? Ruvain borrowed money. So like this: Ruvain borrowed from Shimon. Shimon borrowed from Levi. What if Shimon goes ahead and says to Ruvain the opposite? In other words, Ruvain owes Shimon, and Shimon owes Levi. What would the halacha be in the following situation? Right. So in this case, let's say it clearer. Ruvain lent to Shimon, and Shimon lent money to Levi, and Ruvain wants to collect from Levi. But what if Shimon is Michael the money that he lent to Levi? What if Shimon says to Levi, "Hey Levi, you don't have to pay me back"? If you don't hold of Shibuda Reb Nosson, then Ruvain cannot collect from Levi. Why? Because Levi no longer owes the money to Shimon. Everybody would agree if Ruvain lent money to Shimon and Shimon lent money to Levi, Ruvain could collect from Levi. There's no question. Because since Shimon is responsible to him and Levi is responsible to Shimon, he could go straight to Levi. But what if Shimon obviated the need for Levi to pay him back? What if he was Michael? So now Levi is not responsible to Shimon. So without Shibuda Reb Nosson, Ruvain can't go to Levi. But now that we have Shibuda Reb Nosson, who we learn out from a pasuk, by the way, part of the question of the Ritva is not just why would anybody argue on Rav Nosson, but why do you even need a pasuk? Why does Rav Nosson need a pasuk of the Nosson la'ashar asham loi? Isn't it obvious that if Ruvain lent money to Shimon and Shimon to Levi, that Ruvain could collect from Levi? Why do I need a pasuk? The answer is, it says the Shach, you need a pasuk, because if Shimon would be Michael his chayiv to Levi, then Ruvain can't go to Levi, because he can't say to Levi, "Hey, you owe Shimon and Shimon owes me," because Levi could say, "I don't owe Shimon." The Shibud of Reb Nosson says that even if Shimon is Michael Levi, Levi owes Ruvain straight. According to Reb Nosson, who learns it out from a pasuk, Ruvain could still collect from Levi, because the mamon of Levi is meshubed to Ruvain and not only to Shimon. And just to explain this better, let's see if I did the right sheet. Okay. The Ketzos Hachoshen in Siman Peivav explains the Lomdus over here that the din of Rav Nosson is not that Ruvain could go and collect from Levi. I don't need Rav Nosson for that. Of course Ruvain could collect from Levi. The din of Rav Nosson is it's considered like Ruvain lent the money to Levi. When Ruvain lends to Shimon and Shimon to Levi, the Chiddush is not Ruvain could collect from Levi. Even the Rabbanan would say Ruvain could collect from Levi. The Chiddush is that Ruvain is considered the one who lent the money to Levi. It's considered like Ruvain lent it to Levi. And therefore, if Shimon is Michael, Ruvain could go straight to Levi. That's the Chiddush of Rav Nosson. That's why I need a pasuk. I need a pasuk to be able to say that Ruvain is considered the Malva to Levi. Mamela, even if Shimon is Michael, Ruvain could say, "That's very nice, you were Michael. I was never Michael." The Chiddush Hakra is that I am the Malva. Okay, that's the first Inyan. I wanted to share with you this Lomdus of the Shach.
So what's the case of our Gemara, our Mishnah that says in Mishnah? You have to say that the original brother was Michael?
Oh, you mean he's saying if in this case everybody...
Meaning the original question is that it's not a Chiddush. Everybody agrees, and therefore it's not a Chumrah.
You're saying in this case, the woman. Let's think for a moment. The first brother lent to the second brother. The second brother was meshubed to his wife. So now he wants to hold the loan. In other words, it's like she lent to this guy, and this guy no, actually it's like she lent to the deceased. She lent to her husband, and her husband lent to the brother. And now her husband died. So you're saying that everybody should say that she should be able to collect from. Everybody should say she should be able to collect from the Yavam, because you want to know, is it like he was Michael? Is it like her husband was Michael?
We have to say that in order for it to be a Chumrah or a Nosson.
Now, why would it be like he's Michael? It could be because, meaning, if the pshat is I'm coming mikayach my husband, but I can't do that if he's not alive. Meaning, maybe it is tantamount to. By the way, in a way, you do see what we're saying, because he wants to say to her, "You're not my Baal Dvarim," and the Gemara brings Rav Nosson to say, "No, I am your Baal Dvarim. I am your Baal Dvarim. Not just you have to pay me, but I am your Baal Dvarim." Here I'm saying the Gemara wanted to say that maybe he could say to her, "Lav Baal Dvarim didiat," to which the Gemara says back, "No, according to Rav Nosson, I am your Baal Dvarim." But you're asking everybody should agree that he should be able to, that she should be able to collect from him, unless you say the fact that the guy died, so at least you don't owe the money to him. I'm not sure. Okay, you're raising a good point. I'm not sure. Yeah.